And welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. Last time we got a bunch of power-ups. As we were trying to find artifacts, we might as well have gotten a bunch of other stuff. So this time we are in the Phendrana Drifts region, and we're currently trying to clear out the last remaining collectibles here. Now, to tell the truth, I don't quite remember where everything is here. I am using a guide to actually double check a few things. There should be 2 missiles in here. But the question is where? We might have also gotten one of the missiles too, now that I think about it. It says something about the fireball track in one of the corners, so that's why I'm just checking all the corners, pretty much. It says, up in one of the corners of this area among the ruined buildings, you should spot a hidden fireball track. Follow the track to find this missile hiding in a narrow tunnel above. I have a feeling it's going to be right here, because you can see the little things sticking out on the map. That's just my prediction, at least. But yeah, I have no clue where this actually is. My guess is it's in there. But yeah, not 100% sure. And also the second missile tank, apparently we need the plasma beam to melt the ice, blocking our access to a particular missile tank. Missile expansion, whatever it's called. There it is. That is actually really well hidden. There we go. That wasn't too bad. So, roll over here. And where is... Okay, it says something about the entrance, but like which is actually the entrance and which is the exit according to this guide. It's like, because now we have access to both areas, so it's like which is actually being considered the entrance to the area at this point. Apparently up there. Well, that's number 2 in this particular region. Our next stop is the Ice Ruins West, which is actually a very short walk over, so I don't think I'm gonna cut this part out. Honestly, wow, the shaking from the Sheegoth stomping around actually was a lot more dramatic than I thought it would be. Something I actually forgot to mention last time was that the plasma beam is really good against ice enemies. So, wow, I cannot see a thing. So Sheegoths, the smaller ones, can actually be one-shot by a charged plasma shot. So that's really good to keep in mind because it's a much faster way to deal with them than the other way, the alternative, of course, of just sort of chipping away at them slowly. Also, I like how the Ice Ruins West is actually south. I'm not sure why. But yeah, let's demonstrate. I did not hit it right. So yeah, see, that's a one-shot, so keep that in mind if you ever have to fight these guys. I don't think there's ever a time where you have to fight them. So in the Ice Ruins West, there should be a power bomb. Let's see. From the entrance of this room to the left is a large block-shaped building. Obviously that. Make your way to the top, then use plasma beam to break open the ice block there. Okie dokie. So we have to get to the top of that building in the corner. I was trying to see if I could trick it out and stand on that part that I wasn't supposed to stand on. But yeah, apparently this game is too well designed for that. So how do we get back onto that upper ledge again? I don't quite remember. I remember there being like a stalactite that we had to shoot down, which I assume is this, and we had to use this to get over there. So which building was it? Was it that one? I think it's that one. Yeah, there's ice there, so it must be this one. So drop down, and we get a power bomb expansion for our efforts. And from here, the next thing normally would be in the ruined courtyard, but we already got the energy tank there, I think. So I guess the next thing would be to go to the control tower. And also go through all the research laboratories where there's some stuff hidden in the research laboratories. But our next main objective is this control tower. In Research Lab Hydra, there's actually an important secret we can find. This tank, you can't really see anything normally, but if you scan it with the X-ray visor, you can actually see there is a missile expansion inside, which can be broken only with a super missile, so we couldn't have gotten that otherwise. Now this was a wave beam door, right? Now, we are relatively close to where we need to be, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna cut right now, because we just have to go through that observatory, and then we're at the control tower, which shouldn't take very long. And I'm just getting kind of, like, there's so many jump cuts in the previous episode, I kind of want to not do as many. Even though it's more time efficient, it's also kind of not as, I don't know, it's kind of a headache having to do that many cuts. So yeah, we're already pretty much where we need to be, I think. Yeah, the control tower is just right there, so yeah, this did not take long at all. I don't think it was warranted. Yes, the control tower is our next stop. Wow, this is a dark tunnel. And we get to this elevator back to the control tower area from before. So, once we get to the control tower, there's only one thing we need to get, and I actually pointed it out when we were back here previously. And I think it's back there. It's in one of the two towers. I know that much. I'm gonna just try to ignore them if I can. So, I did it by accident, but you're supposed to melt the ice right on this window, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it a different window? Might be a different window, but I could have sworn it was this window. Can I, like, shoot through that? I can. Huh. Might have been the other tower, but I want to see if it's this one, because I could have sworn I just melted the ice there. Behind the two boxes. It looks like I'm hitting an invisible wall, so it must be the other tower. Oh well. Yeah, I thought it was this one, but oh, okay, I guess it must be this one. There's nothing to melt here, so I guess it must be that other place. It is the control tower, right? Yeah, it's apparently the control tower. Actually, I'm trying to think, can you see it on the map? You really can't, okay. Wait a minute, what? We have to fire a missile through the window. We're not supposed to go through the window, apparently. Fire a missile there? Apparently so. Taking out an entire tower for an artifact. And we have a secret passageway. Through this secret passageway we have the next artifact. This is the Artifact of Elder, the third of 12. That means only 3 more. Now, again, I would normally cut here, but considering Research Lab Aether is right there, I don't really feel like it's entirely necessary. If it was farther away, yeah, I'd probably jump cut, but it's literally just 2 rooms away. So I think I'm just gonna keep going. I wouldn't save that much time by cutting out going to the research lab. It is this, no, it's the other entrance. This one, right? I think so. Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff we can actually obtain in Research Lab Aether. So, let's get to it. And then I think I'll cut after that, because I think after that it's a bit of a walk, but maybe not. Another totally pitch black room. Just gonna do this. Oh. I could probably also use the heat visor, but I'm just opting to use this one for now. Did we already get the items here? Or did we? I'm actually not sure if we did or not. If we did, then this is kind of a wasted trip, but if not, then yeah, I thought we couldn't get the thing hidden here yet. Yeah, I could have sworn there's supposed to be something hidden here that we weren't able to access until later. Well, okay, there's actually one tank. Whoa, there it is. I was just gonna say there's one tank I can't see through with the heat visor, but then I immediately saw it. So yes. Is that an energy tank? It is. So how do I get the energy tank? Oh, I must have destroyed the case the first time, but just didn't realize it. Now, I think there's also a missile in here too. But I think we already got it, so we're cutting here, I think, until we reach, well, I actually don't know where the next thing is, so we're just gonna cut here for now. In the transport access, near the, Thardis arena, I think, there's this section here where you can actually get a, another energy tank by blasting the ice. Previously, we couldn't get through the ice because we didn't have the plasma beam, now we can. Now, unfortunately, you have to go back the way you came, just saying. There's also one thing I wanted to check out. The guide doesn't say there's anything hidden in the room with Thardis, but I remember there being something that needed the grapple beam, and I'm actually curious what that's all about. So I'm just gonna make a slight detour to see if I can figure out what's in that grapple beam room. Because according to the guide, there shouldn't be anything else in here. But there's clearly a point we can grapple across. So yeah, I'm curious to say the least. There's definitely a hidden tunnel. Okay, what's this place called? This is the quarantine monitor. Okay, so this isn't the guide. It just didn't really make it as clear, at least upon a quick glance, that this was the quarantine monitor connecting to the quarantine. But in any case, that's one more missile. And I think the next thing is like closer to the Frost Cave area, which is like all the way over here. So we're gonna obviously cut to that. So in the Frost Cave, I'm not entirely sure how we're supposed to get this, but apparently there's like a missile here, and it involves needing the grapple beam, so we couldn't have gotten this on a previous run through. I'm just gonna grapple up here because it's like the logical spot to grapple to, because I don't remember being able to get up this high in the cavern before, and there's actually a missileable target, that's not a word, it is now. So that drops, and breaks through the ice. Oh, it's that missile. It's the one that we couldn't get because it's under all the ice. I thought we had to just melt the ice, but I guess we just had to actually break through it. Cool. So 175, that's pretty good. So that means there's 75 more. 75 divided by 5 is 15. So that should be 15 more missile tanks before we get all of them. That's actually quite a few. So in the very next room, we have this service tunnel that goes to the Phendrana's Edge region, which is where we need to go. There are two things that we need to get here, one of which is way more important than the other. Again, I might be missing some items, and thus I'll have to like tack them on to the end of like the final collectibles video, or either that or the beginning of the next story video, whenever the heck that will be. I'm hoping this won't take more than 2 or 3 parts. Wishful thinking maybe, but yeah, I'm hoping this should only take 2 or 3 more parts. Because Talon's taken care of, to my knowledge. Magma Caverns is pretty much done. And now, after this episode, hopefully, Phendrana will be taken care of. So that just leaves, Phase on Mines, which there isn't a ton hidden in the Phase on Mines. We got all the artifacts there, so that saves us a bit of time. Just a couple missiles, and that's about it. But the biggie is there's a ton of things to get at the Chozo Ruins, which will probably take a good 2 or 3 videos to get through because there's so much in there. So that was the Power Bomb expansion, which is the first of 2 things that we actually need here. Second is an artifact. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this artifact is. It's apparently hidden behind an invisible wall. Considering this wall looks differently colored, my first inclination is check this wall, but it is not this wall. Or maybe it's this. It's probably this. This really out of place looking thing. Or maybe not. Okay, so what does this guide actually say? It says, at the very top of the circular region near the entrance leading to a hidden power bomb, use the X-ray visor to okay, it is apparently on the other side. Over here? Hidden door. Yeah, it says there should be a hidden door. I'm not really seeing anything of the sorts. At the very top of the circular region near the entrance leading to the hidden power bomb, use the X-ray visor to reveal a door hidden behind a rock wall. I checked both of the upper platforms and I'm seeing nothing resembling a hidden wall or a hidden door, so that's weird. Yeah, nothing of the sorts. Oh, is that it? Okay. When it says at the very top, it's just, I don't know, it makes me think at the actual very top of it instead of sort of near the top. Oh well. Hidden door. That leads to a Chozo artifact. Now, I also need to point out that I'm not going for all the lore because I actually found out I missed a scan during the Flagra boss battle, so I can't actually 100% the logbook, so I'm just gonna give up trying to scan everything pretty much. And now we only need 2 more, which I think are the Chozo Ruins. So the last power-up that I'm aware of in the Phendrana region is in the gravity chamber, so be right back. Back in the gravity chamber, we can actually see the missile in clear sight, but how do we get the missile? Well, we have to actually break that with plasma beam because it's ice, and then just simply swing over to the missile. And this is 180, oh shoot, this 180, honestly, I am not sure how many more missiles there really are. I must have missed a lot in the Chozo Ruins, or I missed something elsewhere. I might have to double check later to see if I've accidentally missed any missile tanks in other regions that we have actually cleared out. But to my knowledge, we haven't missed any. So they must all just be in the Chozo Ruins. It makes sense because there are 20 in there, that we wouldn't get all of them. But yeah, to my knowledge, we actually have cleared out this region. So, next time we'll be going back to the Chozo Ruins and clearing out that area. This is going to take a while because there's a lot hidden there, so it may take a couple videos. But in any case, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Metroid Prime.